Hello friends, we see the part 2 of periodic transaction. I'm going to cover unplanned depreciation, asset closing process, and parallel financial reporting in asset accounting. Unplanned depreciation. System automatically determines the planned depreciation for the current fiscal year by means of depreciation keys entered in the master record. If you need to specifically set the amount of depreciation, the system offers a manual depreciation forecasting option. You can manually increase the planned values managed for the asset. You can generate manual depreciation amounts for all depreciation key types, but it is more common to manually generate unplanned depreciation and the transfer of reserves. There are several different types of manual depreciation that can be differentiated according to the reason that manual depreciation is required. There is an unexpected permanent reduction in the worth of asset that you have to post as unplanned depreciation. You have special tax depreciation that you only partially take into account. You are using unit of production depreciation and wants to manually plan depreciation rather than using the depreciation key. Asset closing process. Execute the depreciation program to post monthly depreciation. System calculates depreciation in all relevant depreciation areas. System post book depreciation to general ledger. Depreciation in all relevant depreciation areas is available for tax reporting purposes. Any change in depreciation is required. If yes means just repeat the depreciation to the post adjustments. If no means it will move to the next step. Check whether it is the last period of the fiscal year. If it is no means no more action. If it is yes means fiscal year change to carry forward asset value to new fiscal year. Year-end closing of the current fiscal year. If you hear two things, fiscal year change and year-end closing. Asset closing process, year-end depreciation processing. The year-end closing is an annual balance sheet, an annual profit and loss account, and an appendix with additional information which has to be created to meet the legal obligation before closing the fiscal year information accounting. From bookkeeping perspective, preparatory measures in asset accounting must be carried out after the normal month-end closing of the last period. The following activities will be performed at year-end. Normal month-end closing of the last period, fiscal year change. This will carry forward the asset value to the next new fiscal year, and year-end closing. This closes the fiscal year from an accounting perspective. Once the fiscal year is closed, it is no longer possible to post or change values in asset accounting. Fiscal year change. The fiscal year change is the opening of a new fiscal year for a company code. At the fiscal year change, the asset value from the previous fiscal year are carried cumulatively into a new fiscal year. Once the fiscal year change takes place, we can post assets using valid dates in the new fiscal year. At the same time, we can continue to post in the previous fiscal year. Transaction code AGRW. The fiscal year change is only the technical step needed in order to carry forward all assets into new fiscal year. The fiscal year change has nothing to do with the year-end closing for bookkeeping. In order to close annual values in asset accounting for the given fiscal year, you are required to carry out the year-end closing in asset accounting before of the year-end closing of the general ledger. Asset closing process, fiscal year change procedure. Transaction code is AGRW. Enter the company code and choose the program execution background. Process the assets with errors that were identified during the fiscal year change. Tools, assets with errors. The screenshots are given here. Fiscal year change, execution background actual, immediate execution. Then how to see the jobs from the thing. Fiscal year change. Asset closing process. Asset closing process, year-end closing. Transaction code is AJAB, year-end closing. We are given the company code and the fiscal year to be closed. We can run test run before executing the main run. Next, we see the parallel financial reporting, asset accounting. Parallel financial reporting means the company's financial statements have to be created in accordance with different accounting rules. This is because of local view is no longer sufficient by itself in a globalized world of creditors, that is bank and shareholder and business partners. Parallel accounting is handled using division areas and asset accounting. The necessary division areas are defined for each other. Accounting principles involved. There are two approaches for handling parallel accounting in asset accounting. We can use either additional accounts or parallel ledger. Parallel ledger can be used only with the new GL. For each division area that post values for a parallel accounting principle, you enter its own separate account set for APC and depreciation. In certain instances, you have to add a new account to the chart of accounts. You have to create these additional accounts in the company code so that the accounts can be assigned to a depreciation area. It follows that each additional accounting principle for which you want to put general ledger increase the number of accounts needed in asset accounting. For each accounting principle, you have to create a new balance sheet version based on the additional accounts. You can put the parallel accounting in your SAP system by creating additional account. This means one that you have different account areas, one joint account area for posting that are the same for both uh, accounting principles. That is the common accounts. One area with a special accounts for each accounting principle. Each business transaction that dependent on the accounting principle each year, different posting is posted to the corresponding special account area. When we perform closing according to the specific accounting principle, the common accounts and the specific accounts for these accounting principles are evaluated. You see in the picture, there is a common accounts and specific accounts per use given is according separate accounts, specific accounts. Similarly, for other purpose HGB, it maintains the specific accounts. So if you consolidate, if you add these two, you will get the US gap. If you add these two, you will get the HGB. Parallel asset accounting, chart of depreciation, chart of accounts, and the depreciation area, account determination, GL accounts. So we are giving the GL accounts for each depreciation area, account determination. Upon this parallel valuation, you see new GL. In new GL accounting, you can perform parallel accounting by running several parallel ledgers for different accounting principles. During posting, you can put data to all ledgers to a specific selection of ledgers or to a single ledger. The data required according to the accounting principle for a consolidated financial statements is managed in the leading ledger of the general ledger. This leading ledger is integrated with all subsidiary ledgers and is updated in all company records. This means that is automatically assigned to all company records. For each additional parallel accounting principle, create an additional ledger in the new general ledger accounting. You can use there are two options. One is wizard option for parallel financial reporting. You can use a wizard to set up the depreciation areas for parallel ledgers. In customizing for financial accounting, new choose asset accounting valuation depreciation areas. Set up areas for parallel valuation. Another option in customizing for financial accounting, choose asset accounting valuation for different depreciation area and enter a target ledger group for each depreciation area. You should then assign a different depreciation area for account determination so that we don't need have to enter additional accounts for the depreciation area. Normally we should enter the master depreciation area 0 here. This is the option 2 where again is the depreciation area, the target ledger like OL is leading ledger is assigned. Leading ledger assigned to the book depreciation in the target chart of depreciation. Leading is assignment to book depreciation. Additional non-leading ledger like PA is assigned to local country tax depreciation area and other depreciation area to meet the local requirements. That's it. We come to the end. Thanks for watching.